Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
So the Rockets win the tip. And here's Smith. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
And it's Fox with the rebound. And the Spurs with possession.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he is just such an instinctive playmaker.
Durant for three.
Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Now Johnson. Following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep. Well, looking at Cam Johnson, Doris, what are your thoughts on the evolution of his career?
I mean, so much yet to be decided, Kevin, because when he came in, people thought he would be the prototypical role player, just a 3-and-D guy. But as he's matured, he's shown some high-volume scoring threat to him. So how this plays out will be interesting.
And Thompson gets it to go.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now Kevin Durant following the three-point attempt by Jokic. Pass to Şengün. Durant in the corner. Good work defensively by Johnson. Here's Jokic. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Durant, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Back to Adams. Thompson in the corner. And stolen by Murray. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
Pass to Thompson. Kick out to Adams. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Gordon. And they're pushing it up. Jokic with the bucket.
And you got to be aware of where Jokic is on the break. Analyzes transition situations and takes advantage of it.
Now here's Adams. In the corner, Şengün with it. Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic grabs the miss. Denver leading by 6. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Back to Thompson. Tries a 3. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Valanciunas. He takes it in. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Reed Shepherd.
Well, doesn't allow himself to be rattled in the least by the aggressive defense. Jonas Valanciunas shows his strength and composure to power up and through.
Thompson outside. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer. Boy, not much defensive pressure on that three, but he still couldn't make it.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Houston shooting their first free throw of the game. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
With the drive, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Here's Johnson. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition. And even without that three-ball dropping for them, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so here is Houston. Denver getting their last shot to go.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepherd's got a shot from all over the floor.
Astanaji. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Finney Smith gets it to go. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 8 points.
And so creative with the ball in his hand. Murray draws the defense in and then makes a terrific pass.
And yes, it's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Rockets trail. Here's KD. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Pass to Şengün. He nails it. And we're tied up. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
To the inside. Jokic, no good. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Thompson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Adams wide open. The offensive rebound. Pass to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets. Here's Gordon. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Pass to Şengün. Tipped away. It's stolen by Watson. Gordon with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Adams. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Thompson. He has 5. Pass to Capella. Houston moving it around. Durant inside. Banked in off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Stolen by Durant. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Inside. Here's Finney Smith. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Valanciunas. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Valanciunas has got 6 points. Knocked loose. Hardaway with the steal. Brown outside. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 10 points for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Smith outside. Clock at 4. And it's Denver with the rebound. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Şengün with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
Durant with a wide open look. Buries the long range jumper. Durant's got 9.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Gordon a screen. Pass to Jokic. With the floater. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. Here's Şengün. Takes the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Pass to Şengün. Basket counts. And it's a 12-point Houston lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Gordon. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün timing the block.
Left side, KD. Over Murray. Durant, no good.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Guys?
Thank you, Allie.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. .102 left in the third. Shepard with the ball. He's got 7. Picked by Finney-Smith. In the corner, it's Capella. The Rockets again can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give them that much space.
Pass to Shepard. Picked by Finney-Smith. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here's Jones. To Holmes. From deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Now Shepard. Up in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period store for us. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Tate. Clock at 6. Holiday left side. And a wide open look for Capella. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's stolen by Capella. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
On defense, the Nuggets. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Rebound by Murray.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Rockets leading by 9. To the middle. The kick out to Holiday. Houston moving the ball around. Tate. An easy 2 points on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Holiday with it. Hardaway picks him up. Down low. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Thompson outside. Screen by Şengün. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And Jokic slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Now Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Jokic with the rebound. Takes the three. The shot misses. Houston leading by 13. Durant using his length inside. Durant.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Screen by Smith. Here's Şengün. Jokic with the steal. And here's the break. Johnson fires. Three. Good.
Yeah, taking a scoring opportunity when it comes. The readiness of Cam Johnson, so good.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes it inside.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now Durant. Oh, the slam dunk.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Johnson. Here's Jokic. Oh, what a play inside.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Houston.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
Yeah, and once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Şengün.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Şengün. And stolen by Gordon. It's stolen by Smith. Beyond the arc. The three goes down. So we see Houston taking the W. We are in Toronto, where the Raptors are looking to take one in an interconference game at home.
Here we go.
The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Down low, and stolen by Booker. Brooks right side. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebounded by Allen. You know, players look for key moments in a game, RJ, and Grayson Allen seems to have a knack for finding them.
Oh, he sure does. When I think about Allen, I see him hitting in late clock situations or solidifying a run or a comeback. When it matters most, he is ready.
Faster quickly. Barrett with the bounce pass. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Powerful finish. Jakob not taking any chances in tight.
And Brooks gets it to go.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's Barrett. Out to Ingram. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
There's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's Ingram on the wing. Faster quickly. Barnes outside. Clock at 6. Rebound by Williams. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a three-point game. To the paint. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the inside. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Allen for 3, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
If you're not right up there on him, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Barrett. Rebound by the Suns. Pass to Allen. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trailed by 6. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a 3-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Kevin, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's quickly. The kick out to Barnes. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
1:06 left to play in the first. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
No, quick movement in that screen and roll. Ingram, fantastic execution.
Here's Dunn. Sinks the triple.
Oh, easy money. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively.
Pass to Pirtle. Dick in the corner. Stolen by Allen. To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Phoenix leading by 8. Pass to Gillespie. Goodwin feeling it out. That one drops for him.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Suns lead by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Pass to Murray Boyle. It's stolen. And the Suns making a change here.
It's the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors. Thanks for tuning in to NBA action with us. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. So Toronto will get the first possession. Barrett, off target at the rim. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And it's Miami's ball. It's a three-point game. Wiggins, no good. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Barnes, it's good.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Now here's Ingram. Kicks it out to Barrett. Quickly from outside. Larson with a rebound. And it's Miami's ball. Pass to Powell. Over Barrett. And he can't get that one. Inside. Soft touch off the glass. Barnes has gotten his second bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Pirtle. Back to Barnes. For three, Barrett. Rebound by the Heat. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now Barrett. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Wiggins. Takes a three. That shot off the mark. Toronto leading by 6. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. So both teams making some changes here. Toronto shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Pass to Shed. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Here's Jovic. And no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Shed. These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And they say you never want to get stuck in the middle. But the Raptors are in the middle, Tim. What's the plan?
Well, B.A., they're still very young, and they do have some playoff potential. I think making a trade for Brandon Ingram tells you what you need to know. They wanted to be aggressive because the East feels wide open.
Here's Shed. Here's Mobo. Fontecchio with some nice D. Outside Adebayo. Walter pulls it in. To the inside. On the wing, Grady Dick. It'll count. Count it! What a play! No time to
Tremendous
spare.
awareness.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Walter. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, stolen by Smith. The three ball. Here's Ware. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Ware's got his first basket.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
Pass to Adebayo. Look out, Adebayo! And Adebayo slams it in.
Look at the big man move. I love seeing Adebayo attack the basket and be rewarded for it.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Quickly. He's scoreless. Pass to Barrett. Down low. Powell with a steal. He goes up. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Back to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
You know what? I like that play. Putting Ingram in a position to succeed.
The three from Mitchell. Lobo with the rebound. Raptors lead by 10. Pass to quickly. Toronto passing it around. Right side Ingram. Lobo can't hit. And the 2025 postseason showing how far the Heat have to go, Lex.
That was a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cavs by a record combined margin of 122 points. Then again, over the regular season, Cleveland did win 27 more games, so the outcome wasn't entirely surprising.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Heat trail by 12. Powell serving the D. Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Kicks it to quickly. Pass to Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing. Shoots over Wiggins. Barrett can't hit. Outside Jaquez. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. To the paint. Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too. Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line? What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Barnes. Here's quickly. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And here's Pirtle. Quickly outside. Clock at 4. Ingram with the ball. Guarded by Adebayo. Good on the bucket. Ingram's got 7.
Had to rush it, but Ingram calm and cool delivers.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Quickly up top. Pass to Pirtle. Outside for Ingram. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Tipped away. Adebayo with a steal. For 3, Powell. And no good. Toronto leading by 9. Quickly with the ball. Guarded by Adebayo. Counted. Good. And that's now 6 points for Scotty Barnes. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high. Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Larson. On the wing, Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Wiggins from long range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 10. Okay, Wiggins putting on a show here.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
Quickly from outside. No luck on that one. And it's Miami's ball. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Pass to Pirtle. Good D by Adebayo. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 6. Hammering it home, Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back over to you guys.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Heat trail by 6. Pass to Jovic. Now here's Smith. Guarded by Dick. Here's Jaquez. And again, no good by Miami. And so here is Toronto. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Off the mark there with a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Raptors lead by 6. Quickly, right side. Pass to Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. On the wing, Grady Dick. Up top, Barnes. Give him 8 points now. Ooh, stolen by Smith.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Barnes. Miami shooting their first free throw in this game. And that one misses. And you heard that the Raptors were looking to be aggressive this summer, Tim. Why now?
Well, they're trying to replicate what they accomplished when they acquired Kawhi Leonard, which led to a title in 2019. So this is a front office not afraid to shake things up.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing. Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Jaquez. Smith outside to the middle. And that one's good. Jovic. Jovic has got 6 in the quarter.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. Smith with it. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Fontecchio. For the lead. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Toronto. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Out left to the wing. Outside Dick. Here's Mobo. Right side Ingram. The rebound by Ware. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram can be shifty, especially when he's operating out of the two-man game.
The three, Smith. And it's Toronto with a rebound. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. That free throw no good. So both teams changing it up here. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Outside Jaquez. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in. And he's now got the double-double.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Possessing considerable speed and athleticism, it's clear Barrett relishes attracting contact on the drive.
Miami leading by 3. And there's the screen. Pass to Larson. Now here's Johnson. Fontecchio outside. Shot clock at 5. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Barnes outside. Here's Barrett. Now quickly. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Fontecchio, right side. Pirtle rips down the board. Raptors trail by 3. Now Barnes. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Oh, my, just what they needed. Barnes with a crucial burst of offensive energy.
And here's Miami. Mitchell. And there's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Here's Ingram. Now Barrett. Oh, swiped away. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Rejected by Barnes.
Yeah, erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
Now Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Yes! Using that window.
And you know Barrett wants the ball in his hands, especially on these big possessions.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Powell. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Yes, sir! Miami trailing. And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game. Powell outside. Here's Wiggins. Takes a three. Wiggins for the triple.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
We've got 1:08 left in the game. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack.
Powell! Oh, missed on the tray.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Now Turtle. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Powell. And it's the Heat with the ball. Jams it home!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And this guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
And here's Smith. There's a screen by Wiggins. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, B.A., made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Here's Adebayo. Powell outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the trifecta.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Barnes outside. Outside Ingram. Now Barnes. Barnes gets it to go inside.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Larson. From deep. Cleared away by Ingram. Barrett. And yes, sir. In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That'll be a second foul of the game. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
That's the definition of clutch. Hitting the big-time shot on a bigger opponent.
Well, I doubt the size difference really was on his mind. He had such focus there, just thinking about putting the ball in the hole.
Oh, unanswered slam.
You love to see it. Barrett operating the pick and roll like a surgeon.
That's in.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
Barrett. And he slams it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pow. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now Adebayo. Powell outside. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Barnes. Barrett outside. Outside Ingram. Here's quickly. 4 on the clock. Can't hit it.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
From downtown.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Right side Barnes. And he can't stop the run as that misses. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And Toronto calls time here. They're losing by 7. Guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out. Take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so Miami takes the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. We're live at the FedEx Forum here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, as the Grizzlies try to defend their home court. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Possessions can end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk. Oh, my, what a play.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And Edey has it in the corner. Over Green. Up and in from the low block. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. It's Curry outside. And again, no good by Golden State. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Jackson up top. Shoots the three. And Moody pulls it down. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
.153 left to play here in the first.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Morant with it. Now Green defending. Edey gets the bucket.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. .114 left here in the first quarter. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Horford's shot is good.
Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. most defenders have a tough time dealing with.
In the corner, it's Landale. Pass to Spencer. Back to Aldama. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's Butler missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Caldwell Pope outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Hield can't hit. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Horford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Grizzlies back among the top teams in the West after a down season in 2023-24. Ja Morant said, quote, "The confidence never left. As far as chemistry, we've been around each other for a while and we know each other well. This is my team. I'm confident in my team every step of the way." Back to you, Kevin.
They play with swagger. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Butler. The layup missed. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Top of the key, Landale. No good with the layup. And it's the Warriors' ball. There's the triple. They get it back. Outside Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
Warriors trail by 5. To the right side. Here's Spencer. Outside Butler. Hit by Kuminga. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Back to Landale. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And the Warriors with possession here. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Conchon. 16 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short. Warriors trail by 5. That's a 2 from Butler. And the Warriors miss again. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Landale. And another miss by Memphis. Outside Kuminga. They could use a bucket. Aldama with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Landale. Misses the baby hook. Kuminga with a wide open look. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And the Warriors with some changes. Memphis leading. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Right side Curry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Baseline jumper. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. And here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Golden State. This one for three. The shot, no good.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
To the paint. And Moody pulls it down. Pass to Green. To the middle. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Down low. Here's Santos. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Now Morant. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back over to you guys.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Memphis moving it around. Jackson with the screen. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Butler. Edey with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Edey a screen. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit from in close. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. To the inside. And the slam by Moody.
Part of Draymond's value, the playmaking he gives you out of the front court.
Pass to Wells. Wants to get it to Butler and does. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Here's Morant. Here's Edey. To the paint. Tries again. In the center of things, Morant.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And here are the Warriors now. The lead is 2. Pass to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Few bigs are better in the two-man game than Al Horford. He can pop out for the shot, or he can roll to the rim, too, just like you saw there.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's Kuminga. His three-pointers off the mark. Now, here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. Pass to Podziemski. Horford up top. They kick out to Hield. Back to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job playing with strength. That's what they call weight room work that time, to get the hoop and the foul.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. 16 feet away. And it's Memphis with another.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Horford. In the corner, it's Hield. A three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Fires it up. Podziemski grabs the board.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Kuminga. And the rejection by Jackson. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Morant. Picked by Horford. Here's Podziemski.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Horford. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Wells. Over Hield. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Morant. Pass to Wells. There's a screen by Aldama. And the dunk by Wells.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Morant outside. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Outside, Horford. Fires for 3. And the Warriors get it back. Butler, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Aldama with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
To the wing on the left to take the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The free throw drops for Curry.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Grizzlies with some changes. The Warriors trailing. Curry on the drive. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
Landale with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yeah, count it. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
No good from 3. Here's Conchar. Doesn't get that one. Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Off target from outside. The Warriors trail. Here's Green. Jackson. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
That one goes. Count it.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Can't get it to go. And here are the Warriors now. Now Green. Oh, great touch off the pass.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
Green, the screen. Now Curry. It misses. Conchar on the wing. And he banks the layup in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Free throw good, Conchar.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kinds of plays, guys, that win basketball games. Fearless. Draymond Green gets it done in the moment.
Here's Spencer. Unloads from 13. The shot misses. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
And that's exactly why they call him Jimmy Buckets. Butler, a clutch performer, one of the best we have in the league.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
You know, in this situation, you go all in for the steal off the inbound pass. Try to come up with it. And if you don't get it, then you got to foul.
Free throw drops for Butler.
That's a big make. Now a three will only tie it.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
Morant fires with the floater. It drops.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Now here's Curry. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Clark Keller. It's New Orleans matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. So the Pelicans win the tip. Williamson with it. Picked up by Hartenstein. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside, Jones. Back to Williamson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Queen gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Fears. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Fears. And Holmgren pulls it down. Pass to Hartenstein. Wiggins outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you guys.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Back to Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Thunder making a switch here. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Outside, SGA. Here's Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Williamson, the screen. Holmgren with the steal. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got 7 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. From deep as GA. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
To the left side wing. Here's Queen. No good, unable to end this run. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Williams can't hit.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Thunder. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
Pelicans trailed by 5. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Mitchell in the corner. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Right at the free throw line. Not enough on that one as it misses. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Back to Bay. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams will make substitutions. And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 4. It's Hawkins on the wing. Here's the screen. Here's Alvarado. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Launches a 3, and it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. It's stolen. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Bay. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Down low. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 9.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Pass to Bay. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Messi. And Messi throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Pass to Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. From outside the arc. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside, Dort. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's an 8-point Thunder lead. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And the Thunder with the possession here. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williamson with the rebound. The wide open look here for Fears. Cans the shot from the wing. Fears has got the first points of the second half here for the Pelicans. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
A nice shot by Fears.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Floats it up for Williamson. Holmgren with the steal. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the 3-point shot. And now a 6-point Oklahoma City lead. Lets it go with the 3. Pierce's shot is off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Outside for SGA. Rugged finish from Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Thunder with some changes. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Mitchell. He has yet to score. Back to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to getting the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
.131 left to play in the third. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. A shot, no good. Pelicans trailed by 8. To the middle. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got 6 points.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Here's Williams. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
The offensive rebound. Messi off target at the rim. The Thunder leading by 5. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Williams. And here is Caruso. Picked by Williams. With the putback. And Williams is right there. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you hit that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pelicans trailed by 9. Out left to the wing. New Orleans moving the ball around. Teardrop shot. Hawkins shot good.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to Fears. Back to Williamson. Mitchell with the steal. Now here's SGA in transition.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain it.
Pass to Queen. Here's Fears. The 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. SGA's got 14 points here in the second half.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Williamson outside. Inside to stop the run. And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. You do it as well as Zion Williamson.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're now joined by our sideline.